In recent years, the field of artificial intelligence has made significant strides in natural language processing, particularly with techniques like unsupervised domain adaptation. This approach helps models generalize across different types of data without needing labeled examples in every category. A new research paper titled JurisCTC, Enhancing Legal Judgment Prediction via Cross-Domain Transfer and Contrastive Learning, explores how these methods can be applied to the legal world. The paper is authored by Zhaolu Kong from Peking University, Hongtian Kai from Nanyang Technological University, Xiangyang Ji and Jinj Li from Jilin University, and Nanfei Jiyu from Shanghai Jiao Tong University, with Jiyu serving as the corresponding author. At its core, the paper addresses legal judgment prediction, or LJP, which is the task of using AI to forecast the outcomes of court cases based on details like the facts, arguments, and claims involved. This could involve predicting things like applicable laws, charges, or whether a plaintiff's claims will be upheld. The authors highlight how LJP can be incredibly useful in real life. For instance, it could help lawyers analyze cases more efficiently, provide affordable legal advice to the public, and even reduce costs associated with the justice system by automating parts of the process. However, the paper points out several challenges with current LJP methods. Traditional approaches often rely on extracting specific features from legal texts, such as word sequences called n-grams or details from case profiles like dates, locations, and types of cases. These methods require a lot of manual work for feature engineering and annotating data, which is time-consuming and resource-intensive. Moreover, they struggle with generalization, meaning they don't perform well when applied to new or different legal scenarios. This is especially true in areas like criminal and civil law, which are the most studied domains in LJP but are treated as separate worlds. In criminal law, models predict outcomes like charges or prison terms, while in civil law, they focus on whether claims are successful. The problem is that these domains don't share knowledge easily, limiting the model's effectiveness. One major issue the authors discuss is the scarcity of data, particularly for criminal law. In China, for example, public access to criminal judgments has been restricted for reasons of national security and social stability. This means there's not enough data to train robust models, stalling progress in that area. To overcome this, the paper proposes using transfer learning, a technique where knowledge from one domain is applied to another. Specifically, they suggest drawing from the more abundant data in civil law to improve predictions in criminal law. This way, the AI can learn general patterns from civil cases and adapt them to criminal ones, making the models more adaptable and efficient. The key innovation in this paper is the JurisCTC model. JurisCTC is designed to facilitate knowledge transfer between civil and criminal law domains through unsupervised domain adaptation. This means the model can adapt to a new domain, like criminal law, without needing labeled data in that domain. It achieves this by employing contrastive learning, a method that helps the model distinguish between samples from different domains. For example, the model might learn to tell apart civil and criminal case texts by maximizing similarities within the same domain and minimizing them between domains. This contrastive approach ensures that the transferred knowledge is relevant and doesn't introduce errors. In practice, for the LJP task, JurisCTC enables effective cross-domain transfer. The authors tested it on datasets from both civil and criminal law, showing how the model outperforms existing approaches and even large language models like those based on GPT architectures. They report impressive results, with peak accuracies of 76.59% for one set of predictions and 78.83% for another. These improvements demonstrate that by combining transfer learning with contrastive techniques, JurisCTC can handle the complexities of legal texts, which are often lengthy and full of specialized language, while dealing with limited data. The paper delves into the technical details of how JurisCTC works. It starts by processing legal texts to extract meaningful representations, likely using neural networks to encode the information. Then, through unsupervised domain adaptation, the model aligns the features from the source domain, say, civil law, with those from the target domain, criminal law. Contrastive learning plays a crucial role here by creating pairs of similar and dissimilar samples, training the model to pull similar items closer in its internal representation space and push dissimilar ones apart. This helps the model focus on the most relevant aspects for prediction, such as the logical consistency of legal arguments or the patterns in judicial decisions. Compared to other methods, JurisCTC stands out because it reduces the need for extensive human annotation and makes LJP more scalable. The authors also compare it to large language models, noting that while LLMs are powerful, they can be less efficient in specialized domains like law due to their general training. JurisCTC's targeted approach allows it to achieve better accuracy with less data, which is a big win for practical applications. Overall, this research underscores the potential of AI in bridging gaps between legal domains. By leveraging transfer learning and contrastive techniques, JurisCTC not only addresses data shortages but also paves the way for more robust and ethical AI tools in the legal field. The model is openly available on GitHub, encouraging further experimentation and development. This work highlights how interdisciplinary efforts, combining computer science and law, can lead to innovative solutions that enhance access to justice and support legal professionals in their daily work.